Hey, in this video I'll show you what pictures come to my mind when I see channels and goroutines in the Golang code. So here are the Visual Studio Code with the simplest Golang program and terminal for running this program. And here are the canvas for drawing the result of execution, which is main goroutine that starts and successfully does nothing. So let's add the channels. And there are three types of channels we could create: new channel, unbuffered channel, buffer channel. Let's start with the first one and create new channel and bring its value. And it will look like this. First, we create a new channel, which is like flashing beacon in the middle of nowhere because there is no address, there is nothing at all. And after creating this, we just go back, print some values, and successfully finish the program. And let's perform some operation. And there are again three operations. We could send something to the channel, we could receive something from the channel, and we could close the channel. So the first one, sending on the new channel, will look like this. We create the channel, and then we will try to send a value. And I always imagine this little but very responsible guy who has his mission deliver the value. And he would rather die than abandon his mission. But when he comes to the new channel, he understands there is no place to put this value and there is nobody to get this value, and he can't just drop this value because if he does, by the force of gravity, it would fall. And here you could see the crocodile hungry. So the only thing that Gopher could do is just be here and waiting for something to happen. And let me introduce the main character of the story. Is the big guy over here, the serious one, who has control over all goroutines and who decided at what particular time which goroutine should be running. And the name of this guy is Scheduler. So when the scheduler sees that main goroutine is blocked and there are no other goroutine to run, he understands that this waiting will be forever and he just terminates the program. And the same if we try to read from the new channel. In this case, our gopher will have no value, but he will be again waiting for someone who brings the value, and scheduler understands again that it will be forever and he terminates the program. And the last operation is closing the channel. And it will look like this. Now our gopher has a locker, but there is no doors on this channel to lock, so he can't close it. And he understands that he can't perform his mission, so he just panics, and it will look like this. And he tells the scheduler there is no way to perform his mission, so scheduler again terminates the program. So this operation couldn't look useful at all when we create new channel, but they are useful if we set to new buffered or unbuffered channel, and will be linked in the description about these cases. And we go further, and the next type of channels is the unbuffered channels. Let me create the unbuffered channel and print its value. And it will look like this. The difference with new channel is that unbuffered channel look like a ring with the doors, where you can actually send the value through this ring. And let's perform that operation. The first one will be sending value to the unbuffered channel. And it again will be our small responsible guy. With the value. And now it looks a little bit better because there is some place to put this value through, but there is no one on the other side to get this value, so our gopher again has only thing to do is just wait for someone to get this value. And scheduler again see that main goroutine is blocked, no other active goroutine, and this waiting will be forever, and he terminates the program. And the same if we try to read from unbuffered channel. In that case, we will not have the value, but we again will be waiting for someone with the value forever. And third operation is closing the channel. And this one actually is better, because now Gopher could easily close the doors and put a locker on them. And now he has nothing to stop him. So program continues, print some values, and successfully finished. But if we try after closing the channel, send the value again, it will look like this. There will be Gopher with the value, but the channel is closed and he couldn't put this value. So he understands that he couldn't perform his mission at all, and he panics, and Scatter again terminates the program. And finally, let's do some useful stuff with the channel and try to communicate between goroutines and sending values. In order to do that, we should create a goroutine before sending and receiving from this channel. And it will look like this. Let's create the goroutine and pass the channel. And this goroutine will be just printing some stuff. And for that case, it will look like this. We create a channel, and on next step we create the goroutine, but we don't execute it immediately. and actually we come back to main routine and print some stuff and successfully finish the program. In order for that routine have a chance to work, we must have in main routine some operations that will be broken. So scheduler will have to give control to any other active routine. And we could use sending to channel for that. After creating a routine, in the main routine we will send the value to the channel, and in work routine we will try to receive this value, and it will look like this. We create a channel, we create a routine, and on the next step we send value to the channel. And again, Gopher will be waiting for someone for this value, and scheduler see the main routine is blocked, so he has control, he gives control to the worker routine, and worker routine will print some values, and then we'll send another little guy for getting this value. And finally, we could pass this value, and there will be no blocking, and main routine will successfully be finished. And the same if you try to get value from the channel on the main routine and send value to the channel on the worker routine. So that it's for the unbuffered channel, and the only thing left is the difference with the buffer channel. Let's create the buffer channel then. With the buffer equals 3 and print these values. And let's look how buffer channel looks like. So when we create the buffer channel, it again has this ring with doors, but it also has a tube with the output and a place where we could keep some values. Let's see an example. If we try to send value to the buffer channel, it will look like this. We create a channel, we send our little guy with the value, but in this case he could immediately put this value to the channel and it will fall down here, and he could immediately go back and do other stuff. And which means if we try to send several values, we could be able to send 3 values without any blocks. But when we try to send 4th value, it again will no place to send it, and our gopher will be waiting for someone for read this value, and scheduler again see that it's only one routine and it's blocked, so it will be blocked forever, and he terminates the program. So let's see how reading from the channel looks like. If we create our routine and send our buffer channel there and try to read from it, it will look like this. Here will be our worked goroutine and print values, and then it tries to get values from the channel. And in this case, we shouldn't wait, we have immediately our value. And then the 2 goes over there, and 3 goes over there, and finally our gopher can put the last value and be free immediately and print some values and finish the program. So that's it, all basic operation with channels and goroutines. Please share in comments what do you imagine when you work with them, and see you in the next videos.